Hello everyone and welcome to Game 2 in a series between Lucifer and JN here on Amazonia. Do not want to be in Lucifer's, there we go, WTV. Unfortunately, or if you guys like to see the little skeleton hand, it is going to be the skeleton hand since I did load up as Lucifer. Lucifer spawning on the bottom left hand side of the map as the teal, I believe it's teal undead. Meanwhile, on the top right-hand side of the map, it is going to be JN, and we'll see whether or not Lucifer once again goes for Lich first. Lich first, a rather unusual strategy, something that you rarely ever see, as Lucifer was able to execute that strategy fairly well, using a lot of Frost Nova with ghouls early on to try to put pressure on the base. The base didn't have that many towers, and really Frost Nova very effective at dealing with a large swarm of low hit point units. The normal natural defense that human players go for, calling to arms, using militia, and then one Frost Nova dealing can easily deal in somewhere in the realm of 200 to 400 damage if those militia are too tightly packed together, and really able to delay any sort of expansion coming in from JN for a little bit of time. JN now opening up with the Archmage, pretty standard opening there. We may see the barracks here and then perhaps even a farm here as well to finish off the wall in. Meanwhile, Tomo Relics has been added, which means that the Altar of Darkness is almost completed. As soon as that Altar of Darkness is done, I would assume that he's going to go for a Death Knight once more, or a Death Knight, but he may try to go for a Lich again, and that wouldn't be too big of a surprise anymore just because we've already seen it once. It is going to be a Death Knight, so Death Knight first. Meanwhile, Archmage is already about 3/4 of the way completed. Scout Tower has been completed. Archmage perhaps going to start creeping out this location and this location first, trying to creep out as quickly as possible in order to gain a hero advantage. So JN really utilizing that early creeping advantage that human players naturally have. Gonna go ahead and focus down the Renegade Wizard with the help of all of those militia. Now calling in a Water Mental there. You can see how quickly a Renegade Wizard does get taken down just by militia. Down it goes. Circlet of Nobility being dropped. It is a 5-3-3 creep camp, meaning the Archmage will not get to level 2. Crypt Fiends, however, the first unit out from the field by Lucifer. As we are now going into that Death Knight, we may see the selling of the Scroll of Town Portal, and in order to buy the Rod of Necromancy, I don't quite know Lucifer's style. No, he's just going to simply hold on to the Rod of Necromancy, buy it, and not try to do anything too crazy, as the Water Elemental is now doing a bit of a push. There's the level 2 finally, after taking down another level 3 creep. And it looks like JN will be able to drop another Water Elemental if he wants to. He has +5 intelligence right now, so very important for him to deal extra damage at this stage and also have extra mana in order to drop even more Water Elementals. Every bit of damage and every Water Elemental counts in the early stage, as that's what you really want to be doing. And oh, one pour. Is it going to be enough? Yes, I think it will be. And now creeping out the Rock Golem camp with a Death Knight quickly on top of this, already going to make his way forward and now come in for the Creepjack. This is going to be a very bad day for JN, as JN now being forced to run away. Slow being cast across multiple units here. JN's Water Elementals have been slowed. And what is going to be happening here? Archmage now seeing that level 2 Wand of Mana Stealing, may be able to steal some mana from the Death Knight, but no, hasn't done so just quite yet. Going to focus down one Crypt Fiend, but the Crypt Fiend has taken a lot of damage and now able to heal back up. Level 2 on the Death Knight, as this Water Elemental may get focused down as well. And now level 2 on both heroes, but level 3 just shy. Yes, level 3 now for JN. Did he use both charges? Yes, I believe he did use both charges of the Wand of Mana Stealing, and he should be able to drop another Water Elemental here in just a moment. So another Water Elemental should be able to stop all of these skeletal minions, and I think JN is in good position, able to fend off the attack. The Death Knight did get a little bit more experience than I would have liked to have seen, but then JN will be able to establish up additional towers here and then a town hall in order to continue the battle. Archmage now sitting at level 3, having a lot of mana. Not quite sure what he's going to be doing with this, as he needs to drop another Water Elemental and try to lay down some pressure. Halls of the Dead halfway completed already, as we now have our Nerubian Tower being added in. So the Water Elementals are going to be going after those units over here, and the Acolytes may get taken down. This is going to be a very bad sign, as the Archmage now down to down to 500 hit points now, attempting to run away, gonna continue to take even more damage as the Death Knight finally leaves it alone. One Acolyte is taken down, another Acolyte may get taken down. No, Ghouls now joining in on the fight as all of these units are in a bit of trouble. All of the footmen of JN may get taken down here, and just overexposing and then just tower diving essentially into this base. He's gonna lose a lot of footmen. The Death Knight will get to level 3, and I think really JN overplayed his hand. Scroll of Town Portal now being used as well. The footmen may get focused down just a little bit more, but a lot of damage was dealt, and now the Death Knight just shy from level 3 as well, as we now see JN just mining away. Perhaps a couple of peasants over here not really doing anything at all, as there's not enough wood, and that is very, very bad news, as now we get to level 3 on the Death Knight. Level 3 Death Knight, level 3 Archmage almost at level 4. We do see a scroll of regeneration now being used. We're going to hide this Archmage in the back. Still not enough wood to really start speed building. JN could start speed building. Not quite sure why he isn't doing it now that he does have some lumber, as JN just sits back and now needs the game to go long for his economic advantage to really hold true. Lucifer still running around the map over here. You can see Halls of the Dead back over here, 23 over 40. No Lich just quite yet, as we are now going to have footmen on the move. That is a rather decent sized army, 7 footmen, and there is not defend. I'm not 100% sure if the defend has been researched, as we now see all of these Crypt Fiends and Skeletal Minions and units just running around and adding a Flying Sheep just for the heck of it. We now have almost level 4, may get to level 4 once this Sasquatch does get taken on, along with all of these level 2 units. But there is now, in comes a push, and Wand of Illusion causing some problems. Wand of Illusion, no true feedback onto the Death Knight right now. Death Knight should be able to finish this down, and now with this one Arcane Tower down, that is going to be very bad news. And we are going into a Staff of Teleportation to try to come back into here. But no, the Archmage is stuck. He is stuck in a very, very bad way. He's not going to be able to push out. He did not aim that at all, and that was bad news. A level 4 hero going down in the first 10 minutes. Very, very bad misplay by JN. And now level 4 on the Death Knight. Oh, a Crypt Fiend does get taken down there, but a Crypt Fiend at the cost of an Archmage. Very, very nice trading and coming in. Yeah, there's, you said, sees the bad luck, but I don't think that was luck. I think that was just a really bad. Oh, there was a Zeppelin. Oh, just not in time. The Zeppelin wasn't able to pick it up, as we now see Reviving of the Dead hero here. So the Archmage now sitting, was at level 4, so it's going to take a little bit of time to resurrect. It takes a lot of time to resurrect based upon the hero level. Only level 1 heroes resurrect rather quickly. Everything else, it seems like it takes forever and a day. Footmen now attempting to do a little bit of a push here. It doesn't look like much is going to be happening. A Goblin Shredder adding into the army, as a Footman now down to 174. It may get focused down as well, and JN just... Oh, nice pickup by JN on a very low hit point unit there. And are we going to get another Frost Nova? Is this... Yes, that poor Footman will get taken down, as the Crypt Fiends are trying to fight back even further. The Footmen need to return home. And wow, 2 footmen now down as well. The only 1 low hit point footman in there. Another footman going to get taken down. There it goes. Level 4 and level 1 on these heroes. Archmage is now still being resurrected. We are still at Town Hall. This is not good. Goblin Shredder may start to get focused as well, and it looks like it will get destroyed. Oh no, nice pickup once again by the Goblin Zeppelin, trying to save his unit and keep them alive as long as possible. Footmen still going after these Crypt Fiends, but this is just an exercise in futility right now. I believe Lucifer has this battle at the very least, and JN finally getting defend, but the defend is only going to make his units a little bit slower. The Skeletal Minions will be able to catch up. The Death Knight will be able to attack without any issues. In addition to that, the Lich going to be able to get in some free hits, and this is just not looking good at all. Poor Footman now finally backing off. Level 4, still no tech to tier 2 at all. The Goblin Shredder has been repaired. Very low hit point Footman just hanging around over here, as the Archmage running straight into the group once again. That is not what you want to see. After the Archmage tried so hard to stay alive, running straight into a Death Knight and a Lich. Once again, one footman down, a second footman down, Frost Nova, third footman gonna get taken down as well. And yes, it does get taken down as well. So really, Lucifer unstoppable in this human undead matchup, sitting on 36 over 40. Meanwhile, food advantage 32 over 54. Lucifer with a slight food advantage, but a much stronger hero advantage right now. Blizzard being retrained by JN, so Blizzard balancing things out just a little bit, making it very difficult for any of these Crypt Fiends to try to push in. No real Hex, no real stun in order to stop that channeling, as the Archmage now once again moves out, and even more Blizzard falls down from the sky. Another Death Coil keeping it alive as the Blizzard, as the Archmage being forced to pull back once again. Is it going to be enough? The Footman is on defend, but he is just absolutely surrounded, and there's too many non-piercing damage there. Another Blizzard coming in, but this is just delaying the inevitable. It's not really going to stop anything unless JN's able to get into a crazy number of Knights. He is going into Keep right now, but at Keep, he's not going to really be able to do much of anything else. He needs to get into Knights in order to keep his units around much longer. You can now see the Archmage making his way over to the shop, gonna buy a potion of invisibility. And that's a very nice trick. He should be able to come down over here, perhaps run back here, get a nice Blizzard onto all of these Acolytes. And will it be enough is the key question, as the Crypt Fiends are now doing a large push into the main base, or this natural expansion here. We can see peasants trying to repair it. Is it going to be enough? Guard towers do not have the masonry upgrade at all. There is a lot of towers over here, but in comes that Blizzard now. And Lucifer just simply walks away with his units, just going, you know what, I'm fine with this. I can fight here all day long. Death Knight now retreating back home. You can see more mining happening over here. Goblin Sappers now coming in as well. So JN going to try to, almost took down both of this over here. I think if another Goblin Sapper had actually been taken down, another Staff of Teleportation now retreating back home. And now the Goblin Shredder is coming back in. So really, the Tome of Relics barely surviving that fight there, as we now see a Sentry Ward coming in. And will it be enough? Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. And now dropping the Circle of Nobility in order to get a Clarity Potion. No, not a Clarity Potion. And not even really healing. JN at 36 over 54. 46 over 50. And Blacksmith now being sped built as well. As you can now see, Arcane Sanctum is going to get cancelled. These towers are just a little bit too far behind, and it is not going to be enough. JN needs to desperately repair this. What is he doing? He needs to repair this now, and by not repairing that, I think the end is coming just a little bit closer. Mountain King now comes in. Stormbolt may be able to equalize things just a little bit. It does have a 5-second stun, coupled with the Blizzard, should be able to deal a lot of damage here. Frost Nova, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, followed by a Death Coil. Death Coil not dealing any real damage at all. Where is that Blizzard? Blizzard now coming in, but the Blizzard does stop, and there you go. There is another Death Coil coming in as well. Now the Mountain King dangerously low on hit points. Now just trying to constantly fight with the help of those guard towers. Mountain King hoping that they make a mistake of some sort, that Lucifer makes a mistake, oversteps his bounds, and then starts to fall apart. But I don't see that happening. Lucifer has been playing great this matchup. And now with this Town Hall being forced to be repaired as well, the Lich should be able to come in. And there is a Stormbolt, and there is a Death Coil to heal it. And even though it is stunned, it did take a fair amount of damage. And now level 5 on the Death Knight, level 3 Death Coil. A statue now going to continue to heal as another Stormbolt. And it looks like, still no deaths on a Crypt Fiend. Lucifer just keeping his units alive. A dedication from a Death Knight in order to keep his units alive and kicking. And really, that's been the name of the game, as the Archmage and the Mountain King haven't killed anything yet. No experience given at all. Obsidian Statue taking a fair bit amount of damage, as the Death Knight may be able to get off another Death Coil here in just a moment, or just try to hide a little bit further away. There's the Death Coil. Mountain King overstepping his game once again, using another Potion of Healing, and then the Blizzard coming in from the skies. It may not be enough, and I think JN will be forced to say GG. Level 5 Death Knight. In comes a Stormbolt, but that's not going to matter much, as in comes the Blizzard Not Rain of Fire. What am I thinking about? And there goes the GG. So yes, very, very well played by Lucifer. Lucifer stopping JN in his tracks, and Lucifer just, or JN just not getting lucky at all. Wasn't able to get his Goblin Zeppelin up to do some hot pickups for his Archmage, and then it started to unravel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.